What's up, guys? Welcome to the SmegMen podcast. My name's Lewis.
I'm Dan.
And it's just us two today. JD's not here. He had an appointment at the watermelon shop. And it's...
Very important, he told me. He said he had to get there rather quickly.
Well, he buys them in bulk, you see.
Yeah.
He don't fuck about getting one or two at a time.
No.
Because he doesn't just eat the watermelons. He hollows them out and then uses like the skin of the watermelon to eat fried chicken from.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he uses full ones to beat the head over prostitutes as well.
Right.
So they have many uses. It's a very versatile fruit.
He's a resourceful guy as well. So.
Right. Let's do this thing.
Let's do this thing.
Yeah, you might have heard of this one. It's quite an old one. I saw it years ago. But did you hear about the woman who was accused of sniffing the ashes of a deceased, her landlord's deceased mum, I think it was?
No, I did not hear that.
Well, let me enlighten you.
Was it so he owned the house and the ashes were in the flat that she was renting? The house that she was renting, sorry.
Yeah, it must be. It sounds that way. I don't know why the urn was just laying about. Surely she'd have it in her own house.
Yeah.
Rather than the one she's renting out. I mean, that's one question. The other question is, why did the other woman decide to rack up a line with it and snort it?
She'd run out of other things to rack up lines with, maybe. I
suppose parties get pretty crazy sometimes.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking that, actually. I was just thinking of some lonely woman on her own, just some mad woman sniffing random stuff. Maybe she had a few boys around and they were getting a bit rowdy.
She looks quite good looking, to be fair.
Okay.
Not that that's...
Apart from the fact she's a necromancer.
Yeah.
She's pretty fit.
Her name was Natalie Hawes. Hawes. She's 20. Oh, she insists.
Definitely on the set.
She insists she didn't do it. Lodger says she was told the powder was a legal high, but she did not take it.
So she's trying to say that she didn't take it. She's just been accused.
She says that, yeah. What the fuck name is that? Jacqui. That's not Jackie. Jackie.
It fucking is, bro.
That's not how you spell Jackie. That
Jacqui. No, it's not. But just humour them.
Anyway, so Jackie says friends saw Miss Hawkes snort the ashes and run away.
Instant high. She just sniffs a line. I see dead people.
Just runs for the hills.
So,
ashes of Mrs. Tierney's mother, Hilda, had been in the living room for 4 years. So she's been eyeing up these ashes for 4 years.
Yeah. She was saving them for a rainy day.
Yeah. Jackie Turney says friends watched in horror as Natalie Hawkes scooped her dead mother Hilda's ashes from an urn before snorting them up her nose. Miss Hawkes, who is said to have fled the party afterwards, says she was told the powder was a legal high called Bubbles and insisted she did not snort it.
Right.
I'm trying to get more from it, but it's just going around in circles, really. But she sounds like the kind of bitch I want to party with, to be honest.
Yeah. What's that? A dead person? Fuck it.
You want them crazy cunts who'll do all kinds of crazy shit. That's what keeps the party going.
Yeah. It's mad when you go to parties and they just devolve.
Yeah.
We went to one in this big posh block of flats that were an old converted mill.
Oh yeah.
I think you might have been there actually, and someone just started whoever's flat it was, they started throwing all the parents' stuff off the balcony into the courtyard.
Yeah, they're
for no reason.
Throwing TVs out and shit out, weren't they?
Yeah.
It's kind of rock and roll. It's what rockers used to doing it.
Yeah, but there were no rockers there. Just fucking idiots in tracksuit bottoms.
I wasn't actually at that one.
Mon you?
I heard about it though.
Yeah, it was fucking stupid.
Good times.
So, can you be prosecuted for sniffing a dead person?
I'm trying to see what's actually happened to her. It just seems she's denied it, and then they've been like, alright, fair enough. They tried to... yeah, it's just going around in circles again. I don't know why it's telling me what she said so many times. Yeah, it's just telling me what they basically said over and over again. She was shocked and disgusted, but we had all been drinking and she just seemed to think it was fun and showing off about it.
I've got one for you.
Fire away.
British man, 27, raped and robbed in IB for street attack.
A 27-year-old British man was raped and robbed?
Yep.
By who or what?
A British man claims he was raped and robbed of his mobile phone by a man in a street attack while on holiday in Ibiza. He told the police his sex attacker forced himself on him before stealing his phone in the party resort of San Antonio. Police are now looking for a suspect.
I bet he just got bummed. It bummed the hell out of him, and while his trousers were around his ankles, his phone fell out his pocket. Yeah. The guys just picked it up and scarpered.
Possibly.
Just was pulled out and just fucking ran for the hills.
Yeah, maybe he needed a police report.
Yeah.
To get the phone back on the insurance or whatever. But no, I think it was just some Spanish guy.
Some randy Spanish bastard.
Señor, give me your phone. See, now, pull down your trousers. Yeah, see, that's nice. Yeah, spread it. But I think you can rob someone without having to rape them.
You can, but he's a multi-talented criminal.
Cross-sectional.
Yeah.
Multi-dimensional.
What a funny little character. What phone were it?
It doesn't say. Probably a fucking iPhone.
Yeah.
No, doesn't say. Happened near a KFC.
How big were his throbber?
It didn't report that, Dan. No. Well, if it were massive, you probably would say that, wouldn't you? So you get more sympathy.
I don't know. If I'd been raped, I don't think I'd want to say, yeah, it was fucking massive as well. My insides are battered to hell.
You know, men are like that, aren't they? They're like, I can endure any type of pain. Like, it was fucking massive, but I didn't cry. Still didn't fucking cry.
When you fucking shitting a kidney out the next day because you fucking arsehole's like a Oasis lid.
Yeah. I wonder if there's gay guys like that. Like, I don't bite no pillows, mate. That's not for me. We talked about the £600 drug dealer last week.
Yeah.
I saw a story about an obese man whose fiancée left him because she found out he'd been cheating on her.
Yeah.
Because he'd had this other woman coming around to feed him, and she'd left a fucking loaf of bread, like, on the end of the bed or something.
Well, and that's how she found out.
And that's how she found out, yeah.
Who the what the fuck kind of Terminator eyeballs has she got? Hang on. She should be a fucking inspector or something.
Let me fucking get this up here.
Have you seen Sherlock Holmes where he'll just see loads of shit and work out the crime just by the tiniest of details?
There's a crumb in the seventh fold from the left from your nipple. That crumb wasn't there when I left, so it must have happened.
I don't buy Hovis.
Yeah.
Where were they from?
Let's have a look here. America, obviously. He's the world's fattest man.
Is it?
Yeah. Sex with the world's fattest man was great, but a loaf of bread split us up.
That's she'll be one of them feeders, won't she? Is she a fat cunt as well?
No, she's not. So that's what she looks like.
Fucking hell.
For the listeners, she's just a normal, slim kind of looking woman.
She will be one of those feeders. You get those people who are into that shit out there. They're just obsessed with having the fattest, sweatiest partner.
Yeah, I think there is men that have fat fetishes.
Yeah.
But this is a bit of a generalisation, but I think most women who do that, it'll be more of just being a caregiver, having someone who's dependent on them sort of thing. Whereas I think with men, it'll be more of a sexual, purely visual thing.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. You get your fucking weird women as well, though, don't you? There's weirdos.
Oh yeah.
All sorts of.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just saying, men generally do things sexually motivated more than women do.
Yeah, I suppose.
He's from Britain, this guy.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, so he moved from Britain to the US.
He got that fat that he had to move to America.
Yeah, well, they've got bigger doorways there to accommodate.
They got bigger fucking everything.
Yeah. He fell in love with Rebecca and maintained a great sex life while dropping from 70 stone to 19 stone. 70 fucking stone.
What, and then just built back up to it?
And that, well, he weighs 40 now.
That's fucking pathetic. Get yourself back up to 70, man.
Do you know what I mean? He's not the world's fattest man anymore.
I know, imagine breaking that record and then losing it. Fucking idiot. Stop fucking about, mate. Oh, you said, what did you say? Oh yeah, about the gays a minute ago with I had biting no pillows. I once saw on Facebook. There were a lad at our school, I won't name him. He was a few years below us. And I have him on Facebook, and he was commenting on some like a gay page. You know, you get pages on Facebook for a certain thing like Lad Bible and all that sort of shit.
Yeah.
Well, he were on a gay one, and because it shows you comments of your friends, doesn't it?
Yeah.
They show up. So, and I was scrolling down it, and it just said something like, you can keep pounding away because I got an ass that won't quit or something. I'm like, what the fuck? So yeah, so there are gays who are like that.
Yeah. You know, when you just see something, you just think, I wasn't meant to see that. That's not.
Yeah.
I'm not the target demographic for that.
Yeah, it's the sort of shit you wouldn't be announcing on Facebook, innit?
Piece of content.
Has he got his grandma on there?
Yeah.
Probably not. I mean, I put some fucked up shit on Facebook, but I don't add family me. I just add those people that I meet out in the street.
Yeah.
Out in the street who might find crazy shit funny.
Other weirdos like you, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
The funniest thing I ever saw on Facebook were someone had put a status up, and it were about how like Muslims treat their women against how like Western people treat their women.
Yeah.
But it were in the favour of Muslims because it were a Muslim person that had posted it.
Right.
And they were making this analogy and like they were referring to women as sweets basically, and they were like, would you prefer a sweet that's uncovered and dirty, or would you prefer a sweet that's been nicely wrapped up that no one else has touched? And there were all these people like debating, and you know, some people were saying I agree and you know I disagree for this reason or whatever, and it were quite like people were debating, but it were light-hearted. There were nothing.
Civilised.
Yeah, it was civilised. And then someone commented about 26 comments down.
Right.
Call me old-fashioned, but I prefer a sweet that hasn't had its click off. I fucking howled for about 7 minutes.
Yeah, that's good shit.
It's fucking amazing, like, the internet is amazing for shit like that.
Yeah, it's because you can't get punched over the internet, so people will say whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
So it's a great place for shit like that.
Yeah.
But there are little cunts who just go around talking shit all the time, and that's who are fucking irritating.
Yeah, there's funny trolls and then there's just idiots, isn't there?
Yeah, yeah.
I think there's an art to it. There is certain people who like, they'll go on a Star Wars page and they'll put like a comment.
Yeah.
Like they'll say like this one's better than this one when it's like widely conceived the other way around.
Yeah.
And then they'll just sit there and watch people go absolutely fucking mental.
Yeah.
And then they'll just comment back with like 2 words to make them go even more crazy.
Yeah, I don't really understand that though. I couldn't be arsed just sitting there and just causing arguments like that.
No, it's
with my free time, you know.
Yeah. It's like you say, it's people who have too much free time, I think.
Yeah.
Or people who just get a hard on from it.
Yeah. Yeah. You do meet those people who love irritating people, don't you? Like they just wind you up over nothing and like all the time. There'll be those sort of people, won't there? Now the internet, they've found a new way of doing it.
Someone who like a bus drives past them and they end up like getting into an argument with Metro to try and claim the bus fare back because they had to get a taxi to work or whatever. Yeah. And it's like, why are you going to spend your evenings emailing some fucking poor person at a fucking bus company? Just live your life.
Yeah, yeah. Live and let live, mate.
We talked about religion not quite a lot, but on the last episode. And I saw, you know, those TV preachers. They go around they're pretty much an American thing. I don't think we've got...
TV what? Preachers?
Preachers, yeah. I don't think we've got them in this country. Or they're not known, if they are. But this guy's called Kenneth Copeland. And some footage has surfaced of him referring to... saying that he doesn't fly on normal planes. He's fucking like $100 millionaire. He's worth like $300 million.
Yeah, they always are.
From all these donations and shit, and this dodgy church they set up that don't pay taxes. And he were talking to another preacher about, like, you know, owning your own plane and stuff.
Yeah.
And he said that he couldn't sit with all the demons on a commercial plane.
Yeah. It's bullshit, innit?
They're
full of shit, though.
Absolutely full of shit. And he said that he's only wealthy because God wants him to be wealthy.
Right.
But it's a weird thing. It's called prosperity gospel.
Right. Do you think
it's the idea that you put out, that you get back what you put out into the world. So it's like, you know, if you put good karma into the world, then you'll get karma back. So why wouldn't you give your money to the church? You know, because that's a good deed, and then the world will give you money back.
It's gonna come back tenfold, isn't it?
Yeah, because you're getting in God's good graces. They call it a seed. Like, give me this seed, and it'll grow, and then, you know, eventually God will throw you a flat screen or something.
It's like the church, the Catholic Church. Anyway, it's like, I think it's the richest religion in it.
Yeah.
They've got all that fucking gold shit everywhere.
From the Crusades and shit.
Yeah, exactly, and fucking. They could end poverty easily.
Yeah.
With the amount of money that they have, they just don't. They just don't bother.
This guy's personally worth $300 million, and he owns a ministry as well, which probably has more money than that. He could end poverty in like a small country if he wanted to.
Yeah.
But he'd rather fly around and just get more money off vulnerable people.
Even if you don't do it to a small, just his local neighbourhood, there'll be homeless people there, won't they? Could just make homeless shelters and shit like that.
Yeah.
But they just choose not to.
Well, in America...
do you think those people believe in God? Do you think those... Cause
I think they do.
Do you?
I think they actually have some sort of delusion about what they're doing. There might be a couple of them that are just, like, fully sociopathic. But I think a lot of them will believe that they are God's friend and God's talking to them and giving them a mission. And it's... Of course... Why shouldn't I have all these millions of dollars? God fucking loves me. I'm awesome.
Yeah.
I actually think that's the mindset of a lot of those guys.
Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, they must do. A lot of them obviously must believe in it, but I bet there must be people who don't, because it's very fucking hypocritical, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it is, definitely. Because the Bible is to, like, love your neighbour and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Not take all your neighbour's money.
Only certain neighbours, though.
Yeah.
I mean... There's parts in the Bible that... a big reason why I think slavery happened is down to the Bible, because it endorses it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It says you're allowed it, so...
Yeah.
And they were all Christians back then.
Yeah. He defended his wealth by then saying, well, you know, Jews like to be wealthy. There's no wrong with that.
The Jews get an hard time, don't they? Everyone gives the Jews shit.
They said, it's a misunderstanding of the Bible. If you go into the Old Covenant, do you think the Jewish people, do you think that they should be broke? They believe in wealth. The blessing of Abraham was wealthy, and he had a friendship with God. It's the Abrahamic blessing. And then the reporter's like, well, some people might find that offensive. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, but those people are all Jews, so they can go fuck themselves. They're all Christ killers, so I don't care what they think.
Yeah. You heard about the Gary epidemic?
The Gary epidemic?
We're having a shortage of Garys. We've got a Gary shortage.
No.
Apparently no children have been named Gary since 1992. And by 2050 they're going to be all extinct.
Is that a bad thing?
I don't know, it's just a funny thing.
Yeah.
So I all like, where the fuck does this come from?
I know. They keep statistics on all that shit, don't they?
Yeah.
I mean, names are just fucking time-limited things, aren't they?
There's loads of names that have, like, gone out of fashion and shit. You don't hear many Adolfs these days.
No, it's a shame as well, because it's not a bad name.
No, it's not the worst, I suppose. That moustache didn't stick around long either. It was quite popular back then.
Yeah.
Charlie Chaplin, I think, was the first one to do it.
Yeah.
Comedian. Then I think he were a fan of Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah, well, Hitler would stole his style, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he were fanboying him.
There were the other. What were the other German? He had the same tash. What were his German? What were Hitler's bitch called?
Goebbels. Goering.
Or it? Yeah, it was Goebbels, wasn't it?
I don't know, mate. Did he have the same one?
No, I don't think. Oh no, sorry, it was Himmler.
Himmler.
Yeah, I should have known that. It's a very similar name.
That's a good name for a trans German person. But speaking of names, when I was looking into these this televangelist, I started looking at other televangelists, and I saw
What's that?
a televangelist. It's like these preachers that preach in front of massive crowds, but they're also on telly asking people to donate.
Yeah.
And I found another one, and it's a black guy, and his name just couldn't be better.
Right.
His name is Creflo Dollar.
Creflo Dollar?
Yeah. Creflo Dollar. CREFLO Dollar.
Right. That's a great name.
And he's...
especially when you're trying to get people's money.
He's an interesting guy. He got audited in like the early 2000s or something, and it lasted for like 3 years. And he basically just said like, no, I'm not showing you the paperwork. And the government just backed down.
Fucking hell.
But I just think that's a really fucking smooth name to have.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
What's up, baby? My name's Creflo Dollar. I got a private jet and I don't pay taxes.
You should be a pimp, shouldn't
Yeah, you won't come back to my place and smooch this gooch. What's up, baby? My name is Creflo Dollar. He also got accused of like beating his kid up,
Right.
Choking her, slapping her, and then like throwing her to the ground and spanking her.
Right. How old was this kid?
Like 14, 15 or something.
Right.
A girl. And he just said it was the devil's fault.
What a get out that is.
The devil made me do it. So God wants me to have a private plane, and then the devil makes me beat my daughter up on it while I'm on the plane.
Blames on devil. What a guy.
Listen, babe, my name is Creflo Dollars, and sometimes the devil gets in my ear, you know what I'm saying?
No, Lucifer. Stop it. Pow!
I expel you! If my name were Creflo Dollar, I'd have to start every sentence with my name is Creflo Dollar.
Yeah, definitely. You'd have to announce it as much as possible, wouldn't you?
What do you want for lunch? Well, my name is Creflo Dollars and I would like a chicken sandwich.
There's a story here. This is quite an old one. It happened in 2016. I'll read you the headline. Teacher beats up student who owed him money for weed.
What?
I know, that's good shit, that, isn't it?
Where was this?
Have a guess.
America.
Yeah.
Okay, what part?
A Bronx charter school teacher recruited a student to help him score $4,000 worth of marijuana. And he beat the teen senseless when he found out the kid pocketed the cash, police sources said Friday. Kevin Pope, 48, also stole the teen's iPhone and wallet and threatened to sexually assault his mum if he didn't get his money back. Jesus.
What a scumbag.
Right, inverted commas. I will kill you if you don't get my money. Pope allegedly told the student after pummeling him, I want my money in a month.
Is he black?
I don't know, but he sounds it.
What's his name?
His name is Kevin Pope.
Kevin Pope. Yeah, that could go either way.
Yeah. Pope, a science teacher at the John V. Lindsay Wildcat Academy. What a fucking name for it. John V. Lindsay Wildcat Academy. What the fuck? Sounds like some Harry Potter shit.
Yeah.
In Hunts Point. Was arrested at the school Friday morning and charged with assault and robbery in the attack a day earlier.
What a guy.
Pope had asked students around the school back in June if they knew a drug dealer. Fucking hell, he's keeping it on the down low.
What a guy.
And they put him in touch with the teen, who promised he could score a large stash of drugs from his contact in Manhattan. Pope gave the kid $4,000 for the hefty purchase. The unidentified teen told cops he met the dealer near Central Park, but he was told that the quantity of the drugs he was seeking would cost $7,000.
I mean, it's a pretty fucking scummy thing to do, isn't it?
It's when he was told it would cost $7,000, the student then blew off the transaction and spent the money instead.
Right, well now I kind of think he deserved to get a beating. Play with fire, you're gonna get fucking burnt.
He was short of cash. He didn't have the correct amount, so he did what he thought were right.
I mean, using your students for drug deals is pretty scummy, but
Pretty stupid.
I mean,
Like,
just threatening to fucking sexually assault his mum.
no, what the fuck? To say this guy is supposed to be a teacher is pretty stupid, isn't it? Like, he wanted to start his little drug empire, so he just started asking all the students if they knew any drug dealers.
I've just been watching Breaking Bad.
Yeah, I bet he has, hasn't he?
Anybody who doesn't hand their homework in completed by Wednesday, everybody's mom getting raped.
I'll rip all your mamas.
You get an F, your mom is getting an F, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, Jeremiah, I hope you don't hand your homework in. Your mum is fine.
You though, Lucy, you can keep the homework. Your mom is fat as shit. Bring that moose-looking bitch up in my classroom. I saw something else from America about two women had been hospitalised in the same area.
Yeah.
Whereas I think it was Virginia. And they'd been hospitalised for trying to vacuum the periods out.
What the fuck? What happened?
Well, the nurse said your body gets rid of it in like at a safe speed, basically.
Yeah.
So when you suck it out, it's going at 1,000 times faster than it normally should. So it just makes you bleed a lot more than you normally would.
Right.
Which is dangerous.
Yeah. I had a thought.
What about vacuuming your period out?
No, not that, but something similar, sort of. Vacuum. It involves a vacuum, anyway. You know, in the middle of winter when your fucking nose is proper blocked up,
Yeah.
and you can't. There's no what you can do to get rid of it. You're blowing it all day, and it just fills up straight away.
Yeah.
I thought if you like got some kind of maybe a metal straw or something,
Yeah.
so it's thin enough to go inside your nose, and then I don't know, like fucking blue tack the top. You know, there's the thin nozzle with the straw inside, so it's all the suction's just going through the straw.
Right, so you've got blue tack blocking your nose and then you've just got a straw poking through it.
You got blue tack blocking. So in the thin nozzle of the vacuum, you stick the straw in there and then fill that the surrounding area with blue tack.
Yeah.
Or something like that. And then just fucking bang that in your nose and suck all the shit out. You think that'd work? Why don't you just fucking suck your brain out?
I don't know. I won't like to be the first man to try it.
I think it'd probably just close your nostril though, to be honest.
I don't know.
Like, you know, if you put your finger there and just suck in, it pulls your nostril in, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So maybe it'd just do that.
Maybe it's the opposite way, isn't it?
Or obviously joking when I said it'd suck your brain out. I don't think that.
Well, you're not a scientist, Dan, so I'm not going to listen to you.
Yeah, fair one. I never got around to doing that. I still might try it. I'll let you know what happens. Okay. Or if I just don't turn up one day, I've maybe tried it and died or something.
A kid from our school will put his dick in a vacuum.
Did it?
Yeah.
Our school?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
You weren't there, but I'll tell you after. But this, you'll know who he is. Fucking
Right.
played World of Warcraft. Fucking weird guy.
Oh, I know who it is.
Yeah. Yeah, we were all like skiving off school one day, and then everyone were just like daring him to do it.
Mm.
And then he like went in the other room, and he had like his back like to the door, so you couldn't actually see him, but
Right.
he did put it in.
Right.
But this same kid, we once went to call for him. There were about 5 of us, 5 lads. Once went to call for him, and he lived in like a tall terraced house, so it had like 4 floors. And he lived with his grandparents, and his grandma came to stick her head out of the window.
I know this story.
And a fucking tit just flopped out of her fucking nightie. And I'll never forget the look on that woman's face. She was just leant out over the street with her tit swinging in the wind.
Right, a single tit.
Yeah. And there's just 4 teenagers just pointing and laughing at her.
Yeah, I remember that story.
That were a good one.
I went round to his house once. They had a massive fucking Alsatian, didn't they?
Yeah.
I went round and it just fucking tried to mount me and rape me one time.
Did it?
I was like, whoa, get this fucking dog off me. It was huge.
We're a girl, that dog.
Were it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I got lucky then.
Yeah. Yeah, we're a girl. Never tried to do that to me.
One time, I don't know if it did try raping me, but I walked through and it was behind me and it just fucking put its paws on both my shoulders. I was like, what the fuck's going on here?
Started to try to take advantage of you.
Yeah.
I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. If you're looking for tolerance, I can tell you I don't have any. But what I do have are a very particular set of racial slurs. Slurs I have acquired over a very long career of revenge-based racism. Slurs that make me a nightmare for quote-unquote people like you. If you go back to your own country now, that'll be the end of it. I will not look for you. I will not pursue you. But if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you. And I will call you a n***.
I saw, so a couple of weeks ago, I saw the British Army Guide to how to spot white supremacists and right-wing extremists.
Right.
So this is for soldiers to report other soldiers
Right, okay.
for like spouting like racist shit and being a bit Nigel Farage.
Yeah. Being a bit Farage.
Yeah.
Right, okay, go on then. Lay them on me. I mean, is it obvious ones? Like, if you happen to see a swastika tattooed
if someone says the N-word more than 7 times a day. Okay, so the first one is describe themselves as patriots, which is weird.
Yeah, I think people misinterpret that word, don't they? But, yeah.
Because I'm half black and I wouldn't... If a white guy told me he were a patriot or he were proud to be English or whatever, I wouldn't...
Yeah.
I wouldn't assume he hated me or he wanted to hang me from a burning tree or something.
No.
If he had like a shaved head and a lot of swastika tattoos and like all that sort of shit, then
NF tattooed on his forehead.
Yeah.
Or at NF, National Front.
Nigger faggot.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
That's the first one. The second one is probably the funniest one. Add the term Istan to the end of British place names.
Right. So Bradistan, for example.
Yeah. Discusses the creation of whites only communities.
Right.
I mean, that's pretty obvious. Become increasingly angry at perceived injustices or threats to their so-called national identity. Makes generalisations about Muslims and Jews. You know, they're all Jewy and Muslimy. Oh, no, honestly, Dave, all of them, they're all just Muslimy. Threaten violence when losing an argument. Actively seeks out impressionable individuals to indoctrinate or recruit.
If they have an argument and they start getting violent, that means they're a racist.
I know. That's a bit weird, isn't it?
That's not true. That's not true at all.
No.
That's bullshit. What are those tattoos that they... I mean, I don't think they really do them over here. Like the Nazi tattoos that they all have in prison. Like
they have 88.
Yeah.
Because H is the 8th letter of the alphabet, so that's HH for Heil Hitler.
Yeah, Heil Hitler, yeah. And what else is it? There's 14... Oh, yeah, it's 1488, isn't it? Because there's something that there's something that they say that has 14 words in it.
Right.
It's something like protecting the Aryan woman from... Protecting the Aryan woman's purity from so on and so forth.
Big black dicks.
Yes, there's something like that.
And then there's another one that's like a circle that looks like it's got triangles in it, but they're actually like it's actually 3 Ks like turned in, so they make some sort of pattern.
Right, okay.
So
But that looks pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Does it look good?
Starting to worry me down. So that's what you never go to prison. I know what fucking gang you'll be joining.
It's not too bad. You fucking hell over there. You don't have a choice. If you're white, you're in that gang anyway.
Yeah. What else is there? Claim that it is acceptable to abuse Jews or Muslims because Judaism and Muslim are not races.
Right.
I mean, that's technically right. They're not races, they're religions.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's still like prejudice and bigotry, isn't it?
Yeah, it's bigotry, and it is. I mean, technically, it's not racism, is it? Because it isn't a race, but
No, but it's still hate.
yeah, exactly.
Hate towards someone that's different than you.
Just because they have a stupid belief.
Yeah. I mean, this does sound like some of these do sound a bit like patronising, but we went to school with a lad who were a year above us. I once had a conversation with him. I think I were like 16, 17. I think he'd just turned 18, and he were signing up for the army.
Right.
And I was like, don't you want to go to like college or, uni or anything like that? You're just going to go straight in army. And he went, no, fuck that, mate. You don't need A-levels to shoot brown people. And he was trying to be funny, but that guy ended up being in the army, and statistically he probably shot a few brown people.
Yeah, possibly, yeah.
So, this shit kind of does exist.
Yeah.
And there will be racist people in the army who join for that reason.
Yeah, definitely. There's no doubt. Do you remember at our school there were, maybe it don't matter if I say his name, does it? There were a lad... I'm not going to say what about them.
Okay.
It's just his name.
Okay.
There were a lad a few years above us called Adam Hussein.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
People
remember
are
that
just
guy.
graffiti an S on his name every time they say it.
How unfortunate. I mean, I don't know if Saddam Hussein were even like a popular public figure when he was born, when they gave him that name, do you know what I mean? So
No, it would have been.
That's what I mean. So it's just really unfortunate, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
There's like ISIS used to just be a nice girl's name, but there's
it was a name, wasn't it?
I think there's a Bob Dylan song called ISIS about a girl called ISIS.
Right.
So yeah, there's probably girls now that have got the name ISIS.
Yeah,
that are like 6 year old or something because they were named just before all that shit kicked off. And there's like other 6 year olds just making racist jokes.
You think if you named your daughter something like that, you'd pay to change it? Because she's gonna have a tough time at school, isn't she?
I mean, you definitely have the conversation.
I think you'd have to.
Yeah.
It's a shame because you choose that name because you really like it, but
Yeah.
but you would have to change it, wouldn't you?
I mean, if the word then it suddenly means something else, then you've got to, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if Lewis became the new slur for gay people or something, I'd probably change my name.
Yeah. You fucking Lewis.
What you doing tonight, mate? We're off Lewis bashing. We're gonna stamp on some Lewises. There's been it's happened a couple of times. Like some lesbians got beat up on a bus. Did you see that?
I saw that. Yeah.
2 guys asked them to kiss each other,
Yeah.
and they refused, and they fucking bust their nose or something.
I didn't read it, but I think it were. I thought it were more than 2. Wasn't it like 3 or 4? Well, I saw that there were lesbians on the bus, so they started telling them to kiss. Obviously, they were drunk, and then. Well, obviously they said no because they're not just going to kiss on command.
No.
And then they must have started getting arsey with them and started fucking attacking them.
I know.
Now, what sort of fucking group of men does that anyway?
What a bunch of assholes. What do they think it was going to be like a porn film?
Yeah.
Like, hey, kiss each other, and it's like, boom, chicka, wow, wow, and they're going to start undressing each other on the bus. It's like, no, it's just 2 normal women.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I can't even imagine that happening. Like, if you were out with your mates, I know when lads are out and they're getting pissed, they can be arseholes.
Yeah.
And you said to a lesbian couple, go on, have a kiss, and they said no, you'd be like, fair enough. That'd be the end of it. You wouldn't just start trying to kick the shit out of them.
No, you wouldn't kick the shit out of them. You might give them a, oh, come on.
Yeah.
You wouldn't start throwing punches.
No.
That's not how real men behave.
No. Where were it? Were this in London?
I think so, yeah.
I had a feeling it were in London.
And then it happened again like a few days later.
Did it?
But yeah, like you say, it is just weird. It's a weird attitude to have.
Yeah.
I went out for dinner with your dad the other week.
Yeah.
And that's in a pretty rough area, isn't it, that restaurant?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
It is really nice, but it's in a rough area.
Yeah.
There were an homeless guy outside when we walked in. And then we came outside afterwards to wait for the taxi and your dad were paying bill. And this woman's walked past and asked us for some change. And I said, sorry, I've only got my card on me. She needed change to get like 2 miles up the road, but like she was limping and her foot was fucked up, so she needed to get on bus.
Right.
So he said no, and she's walked off. And then a couple of minutes later, we've seen these lads come round and going, no, fuck off, love. You can have 60p if you suck me off. How about that?
Yeah.
And then she's just following and going, please, lads, come on, don't be tight. And I just thought, you fucking assholes, man.
Yeah, yeah.
What's funny about that?
No, it's not funny.
It's,
Kid, I mean, how old were they? Were they young?
no,
Is the sort of,
no, I'd say about 20.
it's still quite young though, isn't it?
Yeah, but
Lads are very immature as well. They say lads don't mature until they're in the 40s or something, do they?
I mean, I can say that, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm nearly 30 and I still play the Xbox regularly.
Yeah, but I think that's the times that we grew up in it. I don't think that's like a maturity thing.
No, some people see it as a maturity thing,
Yeah.
but I don't give a fuck.
Fuck those motherfuckers.
If I want to slay dragons and
Yeah, you
shoot Russians and
slay as many fucking dragons as you want. As speaking of shooting Russians, like game wise, games seem to get made about like the current climate, don't they? A lot.
yeah,
Like the Russians are always the enemy.
yeah,
Or like China or something like that.
or like the Arabs or something.
Yeah.
Well, the new Call of Duty,
Oh,
it's just called Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
yeah, they're remaking it, aren't they?
Yeah, it's got some of the same characters in.
But it is a new story, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, but do you remember the scene in the first one where you've got to walk through that airport and shoot all those like innocent people, or you
Yeah.
can watch the other terrorists shoot them.
Yeah.
That caused quite a lot of controversy when it came out because
Yeah,
obviously
it
the graphics were quite good.
You can skip that, can't you?
Yeah, and it gave you the option to skip it. And it was quite controversial. It kicked up a bit of a fuss. Well, they said like this has got a scene that's 10 times worse than that apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
I better get an early copy then before
Yeah.
it gets banned.
Some countries do ban shit in games.
Not Hitman, sorry. Manhunt got banned, didn't it?
Yeah,
I think a kid in America, didn't he fucking kill his mate with a hammer or something?
but after playing the game.
I don't know if he watched his older brother playing it or if he played it himself, but he fucking battered his mate to death with a hammer and killed him.
Right. I mean,
Obviously killed him because I said to death, but...
killed him to death.
Yeah, killed him until he was dead from it. But
If you're the type of kid that's going to smash someone's head in with an hammer, you're going to do that whether you see it on telly or not, I think.
yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, I used to watch fucking RoboCop and shit like that when I was like 6. I'd sneak
Yeah.
downstairs and watch like 18 films because I loved all that action shit.
Yeah.
And like, I never got. I mean, obviously it's hard to get hold of guns over here anyway, but I've never had the urge to want to kill someone.
No. Well, that's it, isn't it? We both played Grand Theft Auto since we were like 10 or something.
Yeah.
And, I've never actually committed Grand Theft Auto, so
No, never done it.
that's proof enough.
Yeah, I don't know. It's it's pretty stupid that games get blamed for that sort of shit.
They banned quite a lot of shit in Australia.
Do they?
Yeah. Like, I don't know why. I don't know if it's like a nudity thing or something. They banned that scene in the South Park game.
Yeah, well, we didn't get everything. The European copy didn't get everything, did
Didn't
it?
we know?
They were in the first game.
Oh yeah, because I played it on PC.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, that's you. So you saw it all. I didn't see it. I don't even know what you're on about. I have an idea because I had a look what actually happens, and basically, when you're playing it, when those like something start going into people's asses and shit
Yeah.
like that. Well,
Yeah.
at that point, just a little message pops up with the European. Like I think from what I remember, it was a blue background with the gold stars, like the European Union, and saying sorry, unfortunately, you're not allowed this scene in your country. And then I think it sort of describes what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, motherfuckers.
Yeah, it's just dumb, and it forces people to pirate stuff.
Yeah.
It just forces people to illegally download it.
It's stupid as well because in the cartoon's not banned, and it'd show it in that.
Yeah, and they make loads of other horrific jokes about like pedophilia and like in that game. Don't you give someone a lap dance at the beginning of it?
In South Park.
Yeah.
What, the first one?
Oh, that might be the second one actually.
I can't remember. I ain't even completed the second one.
Yeah, the second one, you play as Butters and you've got to give a fucking businessman a lap dance.
You don't. You aren't Butters.
Isn't it Butters?
You create your own character.
Oh, you with Butters?
Right. Yeah, it does sound sort of familiar now, actually.
Yeah, and you're in a strip club and you've got to fucking like rotate the analog sticks to to grind on the guy.
Oh, don't you have to do it until he jizzes as well?
Yeah. You've got to fill the bar up on the left hand side of the screen.
yeah, I remember.
Yeah, but so that's okay in Europe, but
yeah,
a dildo going in
a bit of paedophilia is
Stan's dad's ass.
Paedophilia is fine, but dildo going to is it Randy Marsh? Is it stop Randy? Did you say?
Yeah, he's on a spaceship
because it happens a few times. That I remember seeing that message like fucking 3 or 4 times or something like that.
He's on a spaceship and you've got to get the probe out of his arsehole.
Right.
But you go in with this big like mechanic arm or something, and you've got to like root around in his arse to get this fucking thing out.
Right. Okay.
And I think that's what they banned.
Yeah.
But yeah, they just make weird, stupid distinctions.
Yeah. Hopefully, after Brexit, we can have that shit it kept in. At least that'll come out of Brexit.
Yeah. Speaking of Brexit, you know, like people have been throwing milkshakes at Nigel Farage and other politicians and stuff.
Yeah. They got Tommy Robinson as well, didn't they?
Yeah. Well, you know, Joe Brand.
The comedian.
Yeah, the female.
Woman.
Yeah. Excuse me. She said that she runs some panel show and she said that milkshakes were tame and that people should have thrown battery acid instead. And then Nigel Farage called for her to like be sacked and said that like her comments were vile and disgusting.
She's
and
a
stuff.
comedian.
Well, that's what I thought. That it's really hypocritical of him because he basically made his name saying inflammatory and you know stuff to rile people up.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's a comedian. She should be able to say whatever the fuck she wants.
I think generally you should be allowed to say anything you want anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is hypocritical of him. I mean, it's not such a fuck. It's when people don't mind when people are saying shit until it's aimed at them or someone they know or something like that. It's just like fuck off.
Or it's something they've got a connection to.
Yeah.
It's just bullshit.
Yeah, it's bollocks. Fucking pussy.
Yeah, fuck Nigel.
Yeah.
Maybe not battery acid. If you're listening and you were going to throw a milkshake at Nigel Farage, just come in a milkshake cup for a few weeks, really build it up there and throw that at him.
Yeah, with milkshake. Or give him the milkshake and hope that he drinks it.
He's not going near any milkshakes for the next few years.
No, I suppose not.
He's probably not even going to drink another milkshake in his life.
Have you seen the video where the guy's following him, laughing his head off?
Yeah.
And he's like having a go at his like security because he's like, absolutely pathetic.
Yeah.
Could have seen that a mile off.
There's just some 7-foot bald guy behind him, like who has to just take that. That's on the internet now.
Yeah. I doubt he's working for Farage now, is he?
No.
He'll got someone new, I reckon.
Yeah.
So for the people listening, I lent Lewis Resident Evil. Have you played it yet?
I played the first fucking bit, mate. The first bit's really hard.
Which bit? In the shop?
No, not in the shop. The bit after the shop where you get inside the house, and then I got a few bullets and stuff, and then you go into that room, and there's a shutter, and this guy's like screaming, "Please help me!" And you pull the shutter up, and you start pulling him out, and then this other zombie like fucking rips his legs off.
Yeah.
And then you try to get out of that room, and you try to run out, and there's just different zombies grabbing you from every fucking corridor you try to run down.
Yeah.
I tried doing that like 4 or 5 times and kept dying, and then I was just like, fuck this, I'm off to bed. Fucking stupid zombies.
Are you going for headshots?
Yeah. Well, no, it's the start of the game, so you don't really have that many bullets.
Right.
And there's like fucking 7 zombies or something in total that are trying to grab you.
Yeah.
And I've only got like 12 bullets, so I'm not going to take them all down, so I would just try to run, but...
Yeah.
It bested me, I'm not going to lie. I only put it on normal as well.
It does. Games do get infuriating, don't they? When you just keep dying all the time. I get well pissed off and I want to punch something, but I can't.
I used to like it when I had loads of time, and I used to put games on hard,
Yeah. I've never really done that. I don't like it being too difficult. I usually play normal. Then if I enjoyed the game, I'll play it again hard.
Yeah. No, I used to put it on hard, like, from the get-go.
Right.
Like, even if it were the first time I played that game or that
Really?
franchise or whatever, yeah, just as... If it were ridiculous and I couldn't do it, I'd obviously start a new game on normal.
Yeah.
But yeah, most games I used to just try and do them on hard, but now I just can't be arsed with that shit, man.
No. I don't, because I get really annoyed if I keep failing, so I'd never really play it hard.
Yeah. It's like watching a film and having to watch the first 20 minutes like over and over and over again.
Yeah, it gets boring, doesn't it? It just pisses you off. You're like, oh, for fuck's sake, man.
You feel like a failure as well.
Yeah,
like
you've
actually failed at something when all you're doing is moving pixels on a screen.
I know.
You actually like get emotional about it.
Yeah, I get well angry. Cause like when you die, you're like,
Yeah.
I like grab my pad and I'm right pissed off. I clench my fists. I'm like, I want to punch my TV, but I can't. TVs these days are soft as shit. It'll break it.
Yeah.
TVs in the olden days were meant to have like glass screens. You could punch them.
I know. They've got softer and more expensive.
Yeah.
I once broke a GameCube out of fucking rage.
Yeah.
I was playing Mario Sunshine.
Right.
You know the one where he's got the jetpacks on.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm playing that on GameCube, and it wasn't even a main mission. It was one of those little missions where you go down the little green pipe.
Right.
And you've got to do like a little puzzle, and then you get a star at the end.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was moving over all these like blocks and platforms and stuff, and they were all rotating while you were trying to move across it.
Right.
And it's one of the most difficult things I've ever tried to do. I had like 99 lives because I farmed a load of lives. Because I kept dying, having to fucking like reload the game.
Yeah.
So I farmed like 99 lives, and then after like 60 times of hearing at the end of the level because I died, I fucking threw my pad at the wall. But for some reason, the slot that you push the pad into were really stiff, and the GameCube came off the shelf with it and fucking cracked on the floor.
Fuck's sake. What, were it ruined?
It wasn't ruined. It still worked, but it had a big fucking hole inside of it.
Right.
So I ended up getting rid of it.
Did
Yeah.
the pad break?
No, the pad was fine as well. I didn't actually break it, but yeah, it was a stupid fucking thing to do.
Yeah.
And that was the last time I ever threw a pad.
Yeah.
I think I was on like, I think I was 18 or something.
I've never thrown one.
No.
Because I get angry and I want to do it, but then I'm like,
Yeah.
no, because I'll just regret it.
Yeah. Well, I was like 18 and I'd bought the GameCube for like fucking 20 quid from CEX or something, so it didn't really mean much to me.
Yeah.
But then I threw it and I was like, oh, that was actually a pretty stupid thing to do because I enjoy using this thing, and if it
the
broke,
second bit left you grasp.
Yeah.
Before it even hit the wall.
yeah, I enjoy using this machine, and if it breaks, like I've got nothing to do,
Yeah.
so I've never done it again.
No. Yeah, so I lent you that Resident Evil, you lent me God of War. I haven't got any further, to be honest.
No.
I'm at the minute though, people won't know, my mum's dog has had puppies, so I'm fucking looking after them at the moment. Not even working, just feeding puppies all the time.
From your nipple.
Yeah, well, I do that for a bit, but obviously no milk comes out, so after I've finished wanking, I'll put them on the dog. But, oh mate, there's one of the dogs. He's fucking so annoying. He's the smallest one. There's 6 puppies.
Yeah.
5 boys, 1 girl. The smallest is the girl, because boys are generally bigger anyway. And then, so the smallest of the boys, who is only slightly heavier than the girl. I think the reason he's so small is because he's a fucking dickhead. He's thick as fuck. I stick him on the nipple, right? The nipple's right in front of his mouth, and he's like still moving his head around trying to find it, and it's like on his lips.
He's just pushing it around with his nose.
He's just trying to find it, still searching around, and then I get him on. I'll look away, doing whatever I'm doing, and then when I look back, he's slipped down and he's sucking one of his brother's dicks. Every fucking time. I think he's just a little bender. I think he's just a little incestuous gay boy. I swear to God, it's like, whoops, did it again. It's like, it's fucking so annoying.
Are you sucking your brother's dick again?
It's
oh,
like,
what? Oh, sorry, I thought it were a nipple. It looks suspiciously like a nipple, Mum.
It's like, but so then I'll take him off, put him back up again,
Yeah.
look away, and he's slipped off again, and he's doing it again. He does it all the time, and he's the smallest one, and I think that's why he ain't getting any of that nutritional goodness.
Is it the same brother's dick that is sucking out every
I
time.
haven't paid attention to that, but no, it's just the closest dick you can see.
Right.
Yes.
The dick wins by proximity.
Yeah.
Right, okay. They say that, like, it could be, because it's like 1 in 10 humans is homosexual. Like, there's no reason why it couldn't be the same in animals.
Yeah.
Because there's people who do have, like, gay dogs and stuff that try hump other male dogs, and...
I think they're all gay though, aren't they? Don't they all just try and fuck out?
Yeah, my dog grabs... Like, so when I'm walking him back, obviously my hand's dangling in front of him.
Yeah.
And he grabs the handle for the lead with his teeth.
Right.
And then humps thin air while he's walking down the road. And then when I get back in, if I just stop, he'll just grab it and just, like, stand on his back legs and just hump nothing.
Like, dogs do that anyway, like, even when they're actually shagging.
Yeah.
They'll, like, sometimes get on top of the other dog and just start, like, pounding away before they're even in.
Like, just smashing into the rib cage or something.
They're just fucking... No, like, they'll be on the dog, like, but they're nowhere near close enough. So the dick's, like, fucking maybe a foot away, and it's just, like, pounding away to nothing, just fucking fresh air.
When my dogs had puppies, I just came into the kitchen and they were stuck together.
Oh, yeah, well, when they made the puppies.
Yeah.
When he impregnated her.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're, they do get stuck, don't they? Like, they turn back to back as well, don't they? Once they're stuck, they're like asses together.
Yeah.
So his like dick's like bending backwards.
Well, obviously he's just trying to get the fuck away from her.
Yeah.
It's like I've done what I needed to do with you, so I'm gonna go now.
Yeah. Well, he's going nowhere.
Can you stop clenching your pussy up, please? I'm like, bitch, get off me.
Release me. Yeah. Yeah. So I think he's a funny little dog. He's
So you won't be keeping that one?
I know, he might come in handy.
In what way?
Or
In case you've got another dog that you need sucking off.
He can suck me off, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's always that same one, and that must be why he's so small. Because
he keeps sucking dick.
Because he's not getting the fucking milk. He's just fucking sucking his brother off.
Sorry, doctor. What did you say? Your son, Mrs. Smith. He's not malnourished. He's actually been sucking too much dick. That's why he still only weighs 9 pounds at 2 years old. Because he keeps sucking his brother's dick. What? Yes, I did go to medical school.
Yeah. Fucking. Yeah, it's fucked. It starts winding me up though, because I'm like, come on. Especially when I'm sticking the nipple like in his mouth and he's finding it hard to even find. So I don't know if he's like thinking the dick is where he needs to be getting his nutrition from now.
Yeah.
He's like sucked the dick that much that it's like tipped the balance, and now he thinks that's
where it's coming from.
Yeah.
It's just living on pre-cum.
Yeah. Pre-cum. And just like piss.
Get a steady drip of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I suppose.
I mean, cum itself, you've got to give the guy half an hour to replenish. But
yeah.
if you just keep him horny, I'm sure you could.
Well, he's got 4 brothers to choose from.
Oh man!
Although he does have.
That's a different film altogether.
He does have 8 nipples that he could be choosing from, but in the wild, he'd be fucked. Because I'm the one who keeps popping him back on.
Yeah.
I mean, dogs in general, I think. That's why they have so many puppies in it, because most of them will fucking die.
All his brothers are like, bring him. So what did you get, Frank? I got a rabbit. Yeah, I got a rabbit. Nice fat rabbit. What did you get, Terry? Oh, I got an otter.
He's just like...
And he just comes back, what's up, guys? And he's just got fucking white shit all around his mouth. Have you been sucking off foxes again? You're not supposed to suck them off. You're supposed to kill them, and then you bring them back here and we eat them. And you keep. How are we supposed to eat if you keep sucking everything off?
Yeah.
That'd be a different version of the Fox and the Hound, wouldn't it?
Yeah, they should have made that. They do porn parodies of everything, don't they?
Yeah. The Bollocks and the Hound.
Yeah.
That was terrible.